Yes, because you know all the toys and you love this stuff.
All right,
oh my
Bird.
goodness.
Come on.
You bring it
wanna
back
do
to Dad?
Want to do it again?
Yeah, that's so
Good
good.
girl. Good girl. Come on.
So then what that's gonna look like is eventually you're gonna start down low, right? And then
Ready?
you're gonna add,
Good girl.
while you're sitting down here, you're gonna add, so you might need to switch hands, but you're gonna add that tap hand
Okay.
and eventually close the hoop.
Okay.
But right now you just want to kind of have one on top because sometimes dogs are like, oh, there's an arm above me and that's a bit weird.
Okay. I like that. I see what you're saying. Oh, wow.
Really?
That was interesting. Holy cow.
Right? So now the next step would be like, can you jump over my arm? Can you jump over my arm? Can you jump when it's like this, just a hand?
Oh,
Right?
so now we have to lower it again because she's just figured
She's going underneath it, right? And that's okay. I'm glad that you're problem solving and you're adjusting, right?
Okay.
You're
Ready?
adjusting your expectations.
You ready? There we go.
Good
Good girl.
job.
Good girl.
And then I would say maybe because you're at this stage, how do we get the toy out of your hand? So it's like
Yeah.
she goes over first, then the toy follows.
Oh, okay. Well. Good
Yeah,
girl.
that's great. So it's like I jump, then I get reward. And that's kind of like the mental thing that we want to build up
Do
is
it again,
I
a little
jump.
higher.
It's like, huh? My goodness. Yeah.
Good girl.
I love it.
We found your thing, Bird.
Yeah. She's just like, I so want to jump for the stuff.
Honestly, Alex is just like, what are you doing? What do you think? What do you think I'm doing? I'm playing like all these athletic things with Birdie in the living room
Right?
because she loves it. Okay, ready? Sit.
That's great.
Come on.
Oh, it's so close. And I would even
Sit.
even just for those little gradual, that's perfect. If she gets stuck and she just puts her two paws on you, I would still
Okay.
be tempted to kind of reward because
Yeah,
she's going in the
don't
right
raise
direction.
the bar, so I gotcha.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. You're kind of like, it's not a linear thing where we just keep going up, and keep making it harder. Sometimes it's like, today she might be really great, tomorrow you might have to start
Yes.
back to square one,
Yep.
and you're going to be like adjusting that goalpost every day to try and build up this behavior. But like what I would love is
See
like,
if she comes back for the toy.
right?
Okay. Come. See, this is I'm trying to do the sit.
That's perfect.
You ready? Sit. Go. Oh, she's so clever. It's so interesting. When you said it, I was like, I can't imagine why that'd be such a big deal.
But it's just that little bit of something overhand, and she's a smaller breed, so it makes me think like, because of your smaller size, are you more concerned? Like a lot of smaller animals tend to be a little bit more wary when things are above them because it's a predatory thing. It's like things that are above them tend to be predatory.
And
so,
I read that I shouldn't move my hand like this when I want to greet her. I always go to the side.
right, and that's
Right.
pretty much true for a lot of smaller animals, especially rodents are like that too, where they're like, oh my gosh, something's coming up above.
Oh.
You're more likely to get bit because
Right.
you're reaching in like something that's going to eat them,
Come on.
basically.
Come on. You ready? You ready? Sit.
Good girl! Oh my
Do you want to
goodness.
try to throw it through and see if she'll actually do it that way? Is she ready for that?
Yeah, I think that'd be good. I think we could...
Or do you want to try something else and keep her...
No, I think that's good. I think you should be the sensible
Okay.
Or
Okay.
if you want to, it might get to a point where, and this is something where you're going to have to decide whether you want it to actually be a verbal command or do you want this to be the cue that she jumps up, because it's going to get a little tricky when you've got to use this hands teacher to go through.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You can't have a hand
I agree.
free.
Yeah.
So, oh, do you need more water? She's like, was that?
Well,
That's
she keeps
so exciting.
spilling her water, so I was trying to... She loves doing that, making a mess.
Here, Birdie, look at that. She's like, yeah, I'm a little thirsty. So, this could be fun, like, so say if Alex is the one that's tossing it, and
Right,
you
we
know,
can
like,
do
you
it as
guys,
a, yep.
You guys can work together on it, because it does help having like an extra person.
Oh, absolutely. And she,
Right.
I mean, again, she's so motivated by the toys.
Right.
Oh, that was the pepperoni that was in my
That's
pocket.
alright. I feel like she.
But see, she really doesn't eat at all.
Yeah, she's like.
Drop.
She's like,
Come
I'll
on.
eat it, but I'm
All
like,
right.
it's not as exciting. You don't get that same
See,
level.
she keeps dropping it.
Right. You don't get that same level of engagement. Like this is mind blowing.
Yeah.
Like I've given her cheese. I've given her the pepperoni. Like she'll eat it.
Yeah.
But it's not mind blowing.
It's not as, like when a toy comes out, I mean, again, she walks around with toys just looking at me like, can we do this now?
Right. And I'm like, let's just build up that then. If that's your reinforcement, then we just need to
Oh.
play around with it, right? We just need to
You getting a little tired, sweetie?
we just need to build up how we get her to drop the toy and how we get her to. So I think the bit that's going to be like tricky where you ask her for a sit before you ask her to do something, you kind of want that to be automatic. Like she sits before you start something.
Okay.
So maybe that's something that you guys work on is can we work on an automatic sit? Like she offers a sit before she gets anything.
Okay.
And you can build that up where, like for example, I might be like, good job. I might be like, have some treats in my hand, and if she wants the treats, then I'm gonna give her the treat for sitting, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna see if she offers it.
See, I get what you mean.
And with the toy, you can do a little bit of the airplane game where you're like, raise it up. If she sits, it comes down to her. Like, if she jumps up, if her butt comes up, the toy comes up, basically.
Oh.
You're just like, roll it down.
But actually, we do this one a lot, so this one she knows.
Yeah, so you kind of want to add some sort of almost a hand cue there that, well, you know your sit hand cue. So
and I actually use my chin when we play. She knows if my chin goes up that she should go down.
Yeah,
right?
she looks at your face.
Right?
Oh, good job.
Oh, good girl!
And
She will love
I've had it where, so if you ever see, like some of the competitions, like some of the freestyle stuff, they will just stand here and they'll raise their hands, and the dogs will just keep jumping over each, and just do a circle, just jump, jump. And you're basically cueing it, like, if I want her to jump over my right hand, I'm going to be like right, and then left, or I might be like turn my head to the side that I want her to jump on. So if she's already looking at your face and you're doing the chin nod, you can be like maybe looking at that side as the cue. And she jumps over the arm that you're looking at. She's clever enough to.
Come on. Good girl.
Oh, good job. But yeah, just play around with that and
we'll figure out how to hone it, how to sharpen it.
Exactly,
I got you. Okay.
Exactly.
So my homework is to, obviously we've got the book.
Yeah.
And then use that as the clicker.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, just to get the agility in her brain moving, we can just get her to start jumping over things.
Yeah, you've got the leg weave, you've got around the
Oh,
back
and the
of the
leg
legs.
weave. You want to try the leg weave one more time? You could do so little.
And like your goal would be to like try and get it up to like, can I do 5 of these leg weave steps? And she'll. Oh yeah! Oh my goodness! Yeah. This is girl. I love watching her brain figure it out. It's like the most amazing thing because she's totally watching you, and she's totally working for that toy, and it's the two of them together is brilliant. If she was like a food motivated dog, it'd be the same thing, but she just loves toys. She just loves toys, and that means that for a terrier, as she gets older, it's not like you're gonna have to worry about like hearing from your vet. Like you gotta. She's
overweight and
yeah, you gotta chill out with the treats. So that's even better. And this is just building up that extra toy drive. Like she's.
Good girl. Come on. Good girl.
Fabulous. And then you guys can start. I mean, if you want to go down the road of discs, like frisbee competition type stuff.
Yeah.
You can start setting up like where she jumps like. you can use playground equipment because it's already there. You don't have to buy anything.
Right,
fancy.
right.
I'd just be getting her to jump over that little seesaw thing.
Well, that's those like little ramp, those kind of like when you come up my building, like I always, when we walk by it, I tell her to go up, and she likes to walk on that ledge all the way
Right.
through it. She loves it.
But I would be
Everybody in the neighborhood thinks that she should be doing agility tricks. They're like, every time they see us play fetch, they're like, you should try to get her to do.
right, and she knows so much of it. Like if there's no kids around, I'd be like getting her to go up on the playground stuff, go around on the equipment. It's all like that puppy parkour stuff.
Oh, too much.
Good job. And then, I mean, she's at that stage where she's going through your legs kind of consistently. I'd say, like, if I can get 5 times where she's going through my leg consistently, I'm going to add a verbal cue. And then if I get her 5 times going through my legs just on the verbal cue, I'm going to add a hand signal. So you're building it up one thing at a time.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. One more.
Perfect. I love how you're gradually building it up too. You're not overcomplicating it, and some people, they go step 15, don't they? They're like,
Yeah.
they're like, she knows it once, let me
Yeah.
just
Well, and you know, I want it to be fun for her too.
Right.
And I do want it to be challenging but fun. And yeah, so.
right. And then the question is, she does it out here, can she do it in the apartment?
Right.
Can she do it in different locations? Can she do it around distractions? So when you're practicing up at the dog park, can she do it over there
Right.
with the dog park nearby? Because if you're going to really get her into competition, she needs to ignore all the other dogs when she's competing, right?
Good girl. Good girl.
So you're just going to bring it. I mean, there's so many ways you can advance it so that she gets it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, did you just have the best day ever?
I think she did. I was
That
going to
was
say,
amazing.
she's like, this is so awesome.
Yeah, she's like,
I don't think who had it may be a tie.